All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited that we can continue today's meeting. All right, this is day two, and I hope you're doing pretty well. I hope you've been loving your weekend, enjoying every moment, taking out time to rest, reflect, dancing, partying. However, you've been spending your weekend, man. I've been having a good one, and I hope you're doing the same, man. Today, we're just going to press on a little bit more from yesterday's conversation. All right. We have laid the foundation already, talking about what is Bitcoin, what is cryptocurrency, very generic discussion and conversation yesterday. Today will be more specific. I'm just going to show you the money spot, like how is it going to financially profit you. That's what we would be doing today. All right. So today's day two, and I'll be talking about investment patterns with cryptocurrencies. All right. And generally, these are just the investment patterns you have everywhere in the world. There are just three ways in which people try to invest. No, the first one is lump sum. That is, you gathered money, you've saved up a whole lot of funds, and then you just go in and buy a particular asset that you are interested in. This is good. It has its own merit, it has its own demerit. This is for maybe you just got your gratuity after retiring, you're retired, you got your financial benefit, or you sold off a property, or you got a huge sum of money in cash gifts, and then you're like, okay, I don't want to spend it right now. I'm going to take the whole of it and then go buy an asset. It could be real estate, it could be crypto, it could be gold, it could be shares, it could be any kind of asset that you're interested in at all. Then the other one is the random investing. Okay. The downside to lump sum investing, of course, when the asset goes down in value, your entire asset goes down in value. So, for example, you buy one Bitcoin when it was 64,000, and then today it's around 28,000. Yeah, it means your 64K is now valued as 28K. Of course, you have not lost that money because you are yet to sell. That's very, very crucial. You don't lose until you decide to take a sell decision. For example, you buy a land for 10 million naira, and then maybe things happen in the area, there's flooding, or there are current situations, and then land is currently poorly valued in the area. Say it's now valued at about 7 million. You don't want to sell except you're in urgent need of cash. That's when you want to sell in a loss. All right. What you essentially want to do is to make sure that you give it time, see that development comes into the area, things get repaired, things get fixed, price goes up again, and then you want to sell in profit. Right? As simple as that. Is the same for cryptocurrencies. The only thing is that excuse me, people are poorly knowledgeable, and the fact that it's a very liquid asset, that is, you can easily convert it to cash at the snap of fingers. People lose their patience, they lose their cool. They are not patient enough to see it grow or to see it wither through storms and then cash out at the right time. That's the downside to lump sum investing. On the other hand, random investing, this is when people just throw in money. All right, today, especially for people who maybe their income is on a daily basis. Say, for example, you are the kind of person who earns on a daily basis. Excuse me. So today you have 5,000. Tomorrow you have 50,000. The other day you have maybe 100,000, and then you just say, okay, you just keep buying assets with your money randomly, all right? Or maybe your income comes maybe once in just 2 months. That's when you don't also have a plan with your finances, basically. So you just randomly do it. Today you buy $1,000 worth of this, you buy 500 worth of that. You're just doing it randomly. I don't really like that as a person, because I love data. You can't really keep data with what you're doing with your money. You just know you are dividing yourself a lot. You can't project plans. You don't know what to expect. It's too vague for me. I don't like it. I like something that is detailed and numbered. And that's why when I talk about averaging, which is the third kind of um, the one in the middle, averaging here, which is the second one, is the most fascinating investment pattern for me, irrespective of the market or irrespective of the assets you are trying to invest your money in. Averaging is like a lifesaver. Why do I say that? Because it helps you a lot, whether the price is going up, whether the price is going down, it keeps you afloat because you're doing the same thing repeatedly over a consistent, like you're doing it consistently over a particular period of time. And I'll show you. I said this was how I was able to consistently invest up to about $2,000 worth, right? And then over time, because of the ability of the crypto market to appreciate in value faster than many other financial markets, and this happened particularly in 2017 for me, for an example. Of course, I've had other successes after that period. I still have successes in this industry to date, all right, but I'm not documenting them like I used to in time past. All right. So I'm going to show you this strategy called the dollar cost averaging. People call it dollar cost averaging, of course, because the US dollar is like the most accepted currency in the world. And when you want to talk about investing, you want to talk about financial markets, you can't always take out the US stock exchange and stuff. So the dollar has been in existence. So people just say dollar cost averaging, but essentially what you're doing is cost averaging. And I like to just say, okay, why not just call it Naira cost averaging? Because of course, when you live in Nigeria, you have the currency. That's what we know. So come on, let's bring it down home. Naira cost averaging. That's the strategy. You don't need fundamental or technical analysis to understand this or to do this. You don't need to know market structure, support, resistance, and stuff. Pattern is a bullish, bearish. You are least concerned with anything else that is happening in the market. And I'll tell you why. Because what you're doing is a consistent investment strategy. Now, what's the first thing you need to do when you want to use this medium, all right, for your investing? The first thing you need to do that is very, very fundamental is that you must know the assets you want to invest in. You must be able to trust that this thing I'm going to be putting my money into, price may go up, it may go down, but it's going to be here for a while, right? It's going to be here, it's going to remain valuable for a long time. And once you have established that, for example, you just continue, you don't focus on anything else. You just see the growth, the steady growth. That's what you put your attention to over time. All right. Now, um, to not take it too long, I'll quickly show you this chart. This is live from 2017. Let me make it fuller. Take my face off for a minute so you can just focus on this. Great. All right. So on the left side of the table, at the top left, you have the year, which is year 2017. And then in the following column, you have the price, right? That's the price of Bitcoin month in, month out. And then, yeah, the third, is it row or column? This thing messes up my brain sometimes. All right, the third column, yeah, I'm correct. The third column, this is where you have monthly investment. That is the amount you are investing consistently on a monthly basis. All right. And then the quantity, that is the amount of Bitcoin that your money is buying per month. I'm going to show you because there are other cryptocurrencies that you can use this strategy for, but you need to be very careful. Like I said, it's a long-term strategy, and when you're playing it out, when you're doing cost averaging, you need to be sure that the asset you're doing it with would be here for a long time. All right. So this is it. I'm making a case for somebody who says, okay, I earn uh, maybe 100, 200, or 300,000 naira every month, but I'm willing to just part with 20,000 naira from my money every month. Just you could make it double, you could make it triple, you could make it half. It's all your choice to take, right? I'm making a case for someone who says, all right, I'll be doing this every month. And on that, based on that, you quickly want to, excuse me, you want to apportion 20,000 naira from your money into this every month. And this is what it looks like. So in January, you put the price of Bitcoin was 479,000. February it was 491, blah 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 blah. Like I said, you don't care whether it's going up or coming down. All you care about is that you are consistently investing. It could be monthly basis, it could be weekly basis, it could be bi-weekly. I'll catch you later, daughter. Sorry. Please, I need to focus on this meeting. So sorry. So sorry, guys. So sorry, guys. Just a minute. Don't buy for me, brother. Okay. Take my phone and go inside. All right. Please. Thank you. Go in the room. Thank you. I love you, baby. I sincerely apologize, guys. I sincerely apologize. That's my daughter. All right. So, like I was saying, you are doing all you're doing is you're just consistently putting in 20,000 every month into this. You could make it daily, you could make it weekly, it doesn't matter. All right. At the end of the year, in 12 months, you would have 240,000. By that, it means that you have bought downright here, you have 0. You already have 0. Excuse me. You already have 0.30642 unit of Bitcoin, right? 0.3 unit of Bitcoin. Now let's go further. It means that by December 30th of 2017, the price of Bitcoin had become 5.5 million. But you don't care. All you have invested was 240,000, and that has given you what? 0.3 unit of Bitcoin, which is now valued at 1.66 million naira. What was your initial investment? Just 240,000, and then you have 1.66 million. Let's go over, all right, to another year. In same strategy, the year 2018, you decided to do it. Like, this is 20,000. It's not something that will kill you. It's not something that will make you numb or dead. You're just doing it consistently. Now the price of Bitcoin went this way. Price went down actually in the year 2018. Look at it. The price kept going from 5 million to 3 to 2, down, down, down. But you are not concerned with the price per time. What you are more concerned about is that your investment is consistent. So in 2018, again, you have put aside 240,000 naira. Excuse me. With your 20,000 naira every month. Now you buy 0.030917 unit of Bitcoin. But this is what it looks like, right? For the 2 years, you have put aside 480,000 naira. And by the end of the year, because the price of Bitcoin went down, obviously, look at this. In 2018, your 240,000 became 127,000. Don't forget, like I said, you are not ready to sell yet because the price is the value. Doesn't mean you have lost out. You only lose out when you sell off. All right. So once you trust the asset you're investing in, you don't have to make this mistake. By December 31, it means that when you combine the 2 years together, your 480,000 is still valued at 545,000. This is still good. It's still better. It's not the best, but this is amazing. You would not even get that with any other kind of investment, right? Now look at this. In 2019, you did the same thing. Your 20,000 every month. The price of Bitcoin kept going up and back and forth. You just kept buying. In 2040, I'm sorry, in 2019, your 240,000 had become 295,000. All right. And then when you sum up, in 3 years, you've been able to save 720,000. But by the time you look at what the price of Bitcoin you have bought, by summing up all the Bitcoins you bought in the 3 years we've talked about, you have 1.32 million naira. This is amazing. This is very consistent, replicable. You can do this, all right? This is not that's why I told you I always love to teach and do my things with data. It's only data that can give you facts. This is not mind game or bring two people, refer these people. This is you owning your finances by yourself. All right. And then in the year 2020, look at what the price of Bitcoin did. Went from two, three, blah, blah, blah to 9 point something million in December. You don't care. You are not concerned. All you are concerned about is your consistent investment of what? 20,000 naira. And where do you get to? Where do you find yourself by then? It means in 4 years you've put aside 960,000, and then your 960,000 is now valued at what? 8.8 million naira. Looks like magic, right? This is something amazing. By 2021, looking at that amount of Bitcoin, it was valued at what? 16 million naira from your 20,000 naira every month, which is just valued at 960,000. All right. If I put this up and do the value, because when I did this in December 2020, that was in 2021, that was the last time I updated this data, right? I can still update for 2022 because there are ways to always track all the price history. I can always track the price history. If I do this for when Bitcoin got to its peak of around 64,000, you know, we're already talking of nearly 18 or yeah, nearly 30 something million naira from just your 20,000 naira consistently invested over time. So, guys, this is not just something to wow you and put you in that limbo of, oh, I'm going to make money and this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't like to do that to my students when I teach. I always want to bring you to that point where you see that, yeah, the kind of money you want to make, you are not even far away from it. The dreams you have, the goals you have for your finances, the anticipations, everything you want to do, all right, with your life, with money, with resources, you are not far away from it. Trust me. All you just need to do is to start taking action. Like I said yesterday, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time you can ever do that is now. All right. Ignore the noise flying around. You can do this with Bitcoin, with Ethereum. It's all going to be a matter of your own choice. Let me take you through a list on CoinMarketCap. I'm just going to quickly show you this so you could see. You can always go on this website. It will definitely help you. This is coinmarketcap.com. This is where all the cryptocurrencies that are in existence or in circulation, most of them, you can always find or do your research about them on there. Their price history, where they are today, where it's been before, and stuff like that. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to share the screen, and then you'll find something very, very interesting for yourself. Okay, good. So here you see the price of Bitcoin today. It's about 26.8 thousand, right? Even further declined a bit from where we were discussing from our discussion yesterday, right? And then the price of Ethereum today is 1,800 and something. You might decide to say, oh, I want to start practicing this choose using Ethereum. I want to start doing this using BNB. All right. You might just need to research and look for one of the cryptocurrencies you feel would be able to meet your investment goals and targets over the course of the years, and then you get started with it. All right. Don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it. And if you feel, oh, I'm unsure about so many things, just start doing this with Bitcoin already. All right. It's, like tested, trusted. Definitely, you can't, you can't miss out. Another coin I've always recommended for people is Polkadot, all right, because of what they are doing, some of the things I know about the coin in particular. All right. So when you start doing this, you start giving yourself that mental shift to that place where you actually ought to be. It's not so complicated, trust me. It just begins with you downloading a wallet and then you saying, okay, I want to buy this amount every month. Look at your income, don't over stress yourself. The problem with people, you want to make all the money overnight. You want to become a billionaire by the click of finger. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It requires years of consistently using that thing you call little. I know people who say, "Oh, I'm going to save when I have big money. I'll start doing this when I start making big money." Trust me, you will never do it, and you will never have big money. You will never do it. You will never have that big money that you're anticipating is just going to fly up and come around. All right. It begins with you saying to yourself that today I'm going to start making the most. All right. And of course, if you want to be properly mentored to learn how to trade, because there are also financial opportunities with trading, the trading aspect of cryptocurrencies, can always reach out to me. My mentorship are paid, by the way, all right, but they are valuable and would definitely mean a lot to you and help you change your finances forever. All right. And I do mean that. So I'll stick around to take questions and answers, and I'll be here to help you. But make sure if you have to go over again and say you want this session, you want to reward so you can see, you want to re-understand, you want to take notes, write them out, write questions. I'm sure you have to do something, right, that will ensure you take this in and start practicing for that change that you deserve. All right. I'm rooting for you and I wish you the very best. See you soon.